What if Frieza trained in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber? How strong will you get? I mean, we've seen him obtain that golden form after just 4 months of training. So let's just say he trains a year in the Time Chamber. How strong would Frieza become after that? Let's find out. So shortly after the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, Frieza's weaker soldiers deploy spy drones that are invisible, and he, deploys them all around the Earth. And they're similar to Dr. Gero's little bug-like drones that he used to spy on Goku. When he was a kid and just growing up through the various battles, sort of obtaining data on Goku. So one of the drones, one of Frieza's drones, on the lookout, hears Dende and Popo talking about the hyperbolic time chamber. So Frieza picks the right time and goes to kill Dende and Popo, and then goes in the time chamber. Piccolo senses a disturbance and goes to the lookout to investigate. And once there, he finds the dead bodies of Dende and Mr. Popo, but no sign of the killer. Getting curious, he goes into the hyperbolic time chamber to find Frieza. "So it was you who killed him?" "Figures," Piccolo says as he removes his weighted cape and turban. "Oh, perfect. I was getting rather lonely in here. Perhaps you'll provide me with some gruesome entertainment," says Frieza. So Piccolo powers up and attacks, despite there being a large gap between his power and Frieza's. Frieza just toys around with the Namekian before delivering the finishing blow via a death beam through Piccolo's heart. I was hoping to prolong killing you so fast, but my power has grown so immensely in just 1 month's time that it was painfully easy. Just imagine if I trained for 11 more months in here. The power I gain should be enough to even take on the gods and angels of each universe, starting with this one. So a few hours outside of the chamber pass, and Piccolo is late to babysit Pan. Gohan doesn't sense Piccolo's ki anywhere and gets suspicious. So he calls his dad Goku and asks him if he knows anything about where Piccolo might be. Goku says probably either a wasteland or the lookout. Come to think of it, I don't sense Dandy or Mr. Popo's ki. Maybe we should go check what's going on, says Goku. Gohan thanks him and he says, "It's okay, I can go check if you want to spend some more time with your granddaughter. Truth be told, I could use a little break for a while if that's okay with you, Dad," replies Gohan. Goku says, "Yeah, sure, I would love to spend time with my little future Super Saiyan granddaughter." Gohan heads up to the lookout to see the two corpses that were there. "Oh no, who could have done this?" says Gohan. He doesn't sense any energy, but after taking a look around, he decides to go check the hyperbolic time chamber. When he gets inside, he immediately sees the most horrific scene. Piccolo's lifeless body was strung up on a pillar. Frieza was off in the distance, focusing his power before unleashing a barrage of death beams at the lifeless corpse. Gohan was beyond angry as he unleashed all of his awakened power. Frieza welcomed the new challenger and said, "Well, you're not your father, but hopefully you will prove to be a suitable training partner for me." Frieza then proceeds to go golden as Gohan attacks with a flurry of his most powerful attacks. None of his attacks were effective against the tyrant, however. "Oh, is it my turn to play yet?" says Frieza with a smirk. He knees Gohan in the chest, then throws a punch that sends the half-Saiyan flying back before hitting the ground. Gohan struggled to get to his feet, so he gathered his ki and prepared to launch a Kamehameha wave. Frieza gathered ki as well to form a death ball. The two had an intense beam struggle that lasted a long moment before Frieza, who let Gohan push his beam back purposely, then counterattacked. Frieza pushed the Kamehameha with ease as he says, "Is this really the extent of your Saiyan power, Gohan? I'm disappointed." Gohan is stunned as his blast is swallowed up by Frieza's death ball. Being but not ready to die, Gohan tapped into a power he didn't know he had. When the dust settled, Gohan had obtained Ultra Instinct. Frieza was surprised at first until thinking back to the term of the power when Goku tapped into this ability. Frieza studied Goku's use of it and knew if he could just last until Gohan could no longer hold the form, then he would win. Frieza was intrigued of the idea of taking on this form, so Gohan attacks, striking and moving in a way that feels natural without any thought. Frieza gets his head smacked around a bit like a piñata. When Frieza strikes, Gohan instinctively dodges, just what Frieza thought would happen. Frieza launches a Death Beam barrage and once more Gohan dodges, just as Frieza thought he would. Frieza was testing him, but not only that, but as Gohan went on the offensive, Frieza was trying to be like Goku and Gohan when going Ultra Instinct and being at ease, not thinking but rather feeling out his opponent. After getting hammered by some heavy blows by Gohan, Frieza is shaken, and as Gohan is coming for him, Frieza is unable to move. Feels like this is the end. He just lets himself go. Suddenly, a flicker burned into Frieza's body like a lit torch, and he evaded Gohan's super fast kick and countered with a drop kick of his own to Gohan's midsection. Gohan felt his ribs crack but ignored the pain as he sprang forward right at Frieza with a straight punch. But the tyrant hit Gohan's fist with one of his own, sending him flying back with a thud. Frieza then unleashed waves of ki blast at the half stand, of which he dodged instinctively. Frieza sensed that he would and appeared behind Gohan and delivered a full-power death beam through his heart at close range. Frieza was winded from the battle and fell to his knees in exhaustion. Well, that was quite the experience, but I will have to train even harder to be certain that I could defeat this one's monkey father, Goku, with my own power, says Frieza. So he continues to train for the remaining 4 months until 1 year in the chamber has passed. When Frieza walks out of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, he feels more than confident that his newly acquired power is enough to beat Goku at his best, as well as Vegeta or any of the gods or angels that might intervene. He powers up, hoping to attract the attention of Goku, but instead Vegeta rushed to the lookout to confront the tyrant first. Goku got there just seconds later via instant transmission. "What took you so long, Kakarot?" barks Vegeta. "Well, I would have got here sooner, but I had to change Pan's diaper." "Woo, never want to do that again." "I was hoping Gohan was here too, but I don't sense his energy." "That's because I killed him, monkey." "Oh, and the 2 Namekians, and the other one that resides here too," says Frieza with a smirk. Goku's fury erupts as he goes Super Saiyan Blue and attacks Frieza while Vegeta stood by and watched. Frieza goes golden and dodges every attack that Goku threw at him, so Goku activates Kaioken times 10 and attacks again. He gets a few shots and knocks Frieza back until Frieza feels Goku about to use instant transmission and teleport closer. That's when Frieza surprised Goku with a big punch to the face that staggered the Saiyan for the moment. "Now it's time to show you the results of my training in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, you monkeys." Frieza begins to transform out of his golden form and into something new, and with a shiny new silver-gray glow, Frieza proclaims, "Meet the rarest, most precious of gems. Behold, Platinum Frieza!" Goku attacked the platinum-clad villain, but even his 10 times Kaioken with Super Saiyan Blue did nothing to damage him. Going for broke, Goku upped his Kaioken Blue to times 20. He did minimal damage to the tyrant, who wasn't even going full power. When Goku dropped back to just Super Saiyan Blue and was panting in exhaustion, Vegeta stepped in just as Frieza was about to hit Goku at close range with the Death Beam. He gave a big boot to Frieza's face, all while in the same Super Saiyan Blue evolution form from the Tournament of Power. Frieza fell backwards but wasn't harmed in the slightest. He just grinned and wiped the dirt from Vegeta's boot off his face. "Hey Frieza, now you're fighting both of us, and Kakarot hasn't even used his trump card yet. You don't stand a chance," says Vegeta. "Not that Ultra Instinct will make much of a difference anyway. I haven't achieved a level of power that you can only dream of," says Frieza. You think so, huh? Well, you haven't faced the both of us together as one before." "How about it, Kakarot?" says Vegeta, nodding to Goku, who nodded back. "Right, let's fuse, Vegeta. This should be amusing," says Frieza, who crosses his arms and waits for the 2 words to fuse into one. "Fusion! Ha!" And with the blinding light that enveloped all the lookout, the 2 Saiyan warriors fused into the one known as Gogeta. "Long time no see, Frieza, and soon we won't be seeing you ever again," says the confident fused warrior. Well, look at that. Now I get to kill two monkeys for the price of one, says an equally confident Frieza. After all the trash talk was over, the two Super Warriors fight began. Gogeta wasted no time going Super Saiyan to test their power against Frieza's shiny new form. When none of their blows had any effect, they transformed into Super Saiyan Blue and quickly overwhelmed Frieza with a Ki Blast barrage followed by a Soul Punisher. Gogeta knew that Frieza survived and tried to rush him, but Frieza jumped out of the dust cloud first and struck at the same time as Gogeta, and the impact shook the planet. What then ensued was both warriors going blow for blow, none gaining an advantage over the other, until Gogeta caught Frieza's tail, and pulling on it, he threw him into one of the pillars on the lookout. Frieza was taken aback by this move, but quickly recovered. Nicely done, but how long can you two keep this up? Warns Frieza. As the fusion technique lasts for only 30 minutes, and due to the level of power that Goku and Vegeta were at currently, we're lucky if the fusion would last another 10 minutes. All the more reason to finish this quicker, Frieza, says Gogeta, going into a trance-like focus. Seconds later, Gogeta opened his eyes and had awakened Ultra Instinct for the first time. Frieza laughed and said, "Nice trick. How about I play along?" Going to a focused state himself, Frieza reveals his Ultra Instinct form to the fused warrior. Gogeta cringed, but then let himself go as Frieza began his attack. The two clashed fists before attempting to strike each other, both dodging the other's attacks. It was a stalemate. Even when the two fighters were grappling to see who was stronger, it was too close to call. Frieza was pushed back, and Gogeta walked on or wailed on him before unleashing a Ki Blast storm from above that Frieza tried to block his face by covering up. As Frieza looked up at the fused fighters, he instinctively dodges their blasts and advances with lightning-fast reflexes. He zeroes in on them and then delivers a hand through the gut of Gogeta. Then, with his tail wrapped, choking the life out of him, Frieza charges up his death beam. "Don't worry, I promise this pain will last only for a second." As respect for one warrior to another, Frieza released his attack, and the fight was finally over. Gogeta fell from the sky and kept falling, all the way down to earth. Frieza laughed in pure evil bliss, watching the results of his training finally pay off. Both of his most hated rivals were dead. With his victory complete, he conjured up a planet-sized death ball and blew up the earth. He knew that he could always use the Super Dragon Balls or the ones on New Namek for any future wish, but for now, he went back to his ship and rested. The only thing left for him was to conquer the galaxy once more, followed by the multiverse. He would need to build up his Frieza Force again to conquer worlds, so he could focus on getting even stronger and destroying all the gods, angels, and even the Grand Minister and Zeno, and become the Omni King himself. Meanwhile, Whis was observing this from on Beerus's planet, and Beerus was fast asleep, and it would be catastrophic if Whis awakened him too early. For now, Whis sat back and let things play out. He sighs as he says, "Lord Beerus did always admire Frieza's cunning and ruthless nature. I wonder what he would think of him now if he found out that Frieza blew up the Earth and all its delicious cuisine. He probably wouldn't be very happy." Alright, you guys, that is a what if scenario, sort of what if Frieza won, basically. What if Frieza, did some more training and became just too powerful for Goku and Vegeta. So there you go. If you liked this video, I have plenty more on my channel. Just hit subscribe, ring the bell to get more videos like this one. And I'll see you next time on NerdKi.